right, I think we're good. Yep, we are.
All right,
Livity
think,
Live. I think we're
okay,
good.
where do I put this?
Yep, we are.
All right,
Livity
think,
Live. I think we're
okay,
good.
where do I put this?
Okay, we are live, but I need to broadcast this somehow. My brain's not working. We're just gonna put it in. Oh, I can't do that. God. Oh, we probably just did the exact same thing. Oh, no, I put it in the same channel, so I am the winner. Ha ha ha, I'm the winner. No, I just want to say I'm the winner. I just wanted to be the winner. Just let me be the winner. All right, I got a black screen going. Let's just, we're going to start with the J, because that's what I have cooked up already. Um, I don't even know if there's people in here. Are there people in here? Type in chat if you're in here. I'm Corey, by the way. Trips is also here. Hopefully you can hear him, and I haven't screwed this completely up. Nobody's typing in chat. Maybe nobody's here. That's sad. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do the SMJHL awards first, and then we will go. Oh, hey, Starchy. Hey, one of my players is here. That's cool. Um, yeah, so we're gonna start with the SMJHL awards, and then we'll go to the SHL after that. We have some write-ups from some people, and we will we'll have some fun, I guess. Here. Uh, do you have anything to say, Trips, or should we just do this? Let's do that hockey indeed. Um, shit, you can't. Oh, I should probably shouldn't swear. Anyways, you can't see my screen, so I'm gonna have to lead you, aren't I? Hold on. Let me do some things really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and go share my screen so you can see what we're doing. So if you want, you can see my screen. I shared it in our Discord channel. Hey, we're really professional here. So that's basically the key. Zero prep. We have zero. I mean, the awards team did a shit ton of prep. Again, swearing, sorry. But me and you, zero prep. Oh God, I forgot about that. Yeah. That's fair. That's yep. I forgot you're a weirdo. Oh, now it's silent. This is awkward. It's just me and nothing. Yes, I can hear you. Let's see if anybody else can hear you. Try it one more time. Again, I can hear you, but I don't think I have Discord. No, I cannot hear you. Well, other people cannot hear you. Hold on, try now. Oh, yes, I got you now. So this is why I had you turned up so much because I think last time we played D&D together, you were really low on the register. Um, and now I figured it out. I'm asking chat if they can hear you or if it's just me talking to myself. You're registering like when I look at OBS. Hold on, let me do Discord sound. Yeah, you're definitely not registering. Okay, give me sorry chat, give me one. Yeah, hold on. No, I'll figure this out. I can do this, I swear. I don't believe in me. All right, let's try this one more time. Chips, go ahead and talk if you have a moment.
Okay. Hello.
Oh yeah, there we
Yes.
go.
Chat is hurting my feelings. I don't know who Joe Vera is, but they hurt my feelings. I
Joe's
am the real
great.
Trips. I
Different
am the
trips though.
real Trips. I am the real Trips. HHH 81.
You're the
Cool.
original Trips, let's say that.
Yes.
Though triplets is pretty great too.
I have no problem with triplets. They're just not me. And I have a 5+ year head start.
You do have a 5+ year head start. All right, now that people can hear you, let's do this hockey.
Heck
What is
yeah.
happening? Seriously? What's going on? Okay. All right, things are happening. I had to unplug things. All right, we're gonna restart this. Let's go. We're going now. It's Accordion Trips. SMJHL Awards first,
And then SHL after.
and then SHL after.
All right.
Okay. You can see my screen, Trips, so we know what's going on
Yes,
here.
I can.
All right,
I
sweet,
see
sweet.
the head. Yep.
All right. Which Corey? There's only one Corey. Okay. Weird question. All right, SMJHL Awards for S676. Okay, so we're going to start off. We have the 4-star Cup champions. Everyone knows this was Quebec City, the Citadels.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations
They
to
put
them.
together.
This one's a big shock. Nobody knew this happened.
Yeah, yeah. But culmination of a lot of hard work, and they certainly won't let anyone forget about it.
That's true. And then we have the South playoff champions, which I still think North and South is so weird that Maine's in South. The Maine Timber get the South playoff champion, but that's just what the JHO decided that they were in the South Division. And
yeah. Well, in any case, they're there. Are they are the conference? I barely pay attention to J. I'm sorry.
no, that's
I'm not
fine.
there. I'm busy. With it is I know when I was doing J Awards, it was the northern and southernmost. Are the conferences north and south now that we have conferences?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
And
That would be weird that Maine is down there, but it probably hopefully was with some competitive balance.
No, it's just the North and the South most, and somehow Maine.
Canada. I blame Canada.
Yes, 100% blame Canada. This is Canada's fault, guys. Everyone knows that it is Canada's fault.
Well, they kept their chokehold on the league as Maine Timber won the gauntlet.
Yep.
And I wonder who won the Lina Landvik
Trophy.
Trophy.
This is shocking. Oh my God, it's Quebec City.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Congratulations.
Who would have guessed that?
let's move on to the fun stuff.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, again, Quebec City, North playoff champions, even though I think they're within a couple of miles of each other. North and
Yes,
South is
that
pretty
actually is kind of funny.
big. Best regular season, again, Quebec City, which is really not surprising because they
They
won.
were a wagon last season.
Yep.
There you go. Well, congrats to them for winning the Laura Phil.
Point season, this is going to the Jared Hansen Trophy. Regular season point leader was Mia Lavoie. I think it's Lavoie, right?
I know nothing of French. Something like that.
I'm not a good
Yep.
French speaker either. I'm going to go with Lavoie. You
Put
can yell at
together
us
a
later.
dominant.
Yeah, I mean, 113 points that's pretty insane.
Yeah, love to see it in 66 games. But yeah, well, congratulations on a great season. Next up is going to be the Martucci Award for Best Goal Scorer, which
And
was Mia Lavoie
yeah,
again. Lavoie? Who knows?
maybe it is Lavoie. Someone in chat, let me know what it is. Is it
Cool. But
Lavoie?
yes, 53, almost a goal per game is crazy at any level, especially the J. So love seeing her show out. After that,
Cool. And then we'll go on to the best regular season save percentage, which is Denibor Milesh Stanfree. I don't know, man.
yeah.
I can't pronounce things correct.
You can take a backseat and let me pronounce if you want, just so that if it's bad, people can make fun of me versus it aim
Nah,
at
it's
you.
fine. It's fine. Sweet. Sam or Chips is saying it's that does not help. Lavoie? It doesn't. That doesn't help me. Okay.
Too many
Anyways,
vowels. But yes, the Kraken goalies had a great run with over almost a 911 save percentage. So love to see that. Great job, y'all. The fears of the deep.
cool. And then we'll move on from here. We're gonna go to Ronan O'Keefe Trophy for the playoff point leader, which is Celeste Desjardins.
Yeah, put up a
The
clinic on the way
only
to that
reason I know how
championship.
to say that is because the NHL player.
There you go. Yeah. And now we're going to get into the fun ones.
Yeah, now we get into the words that weren't like, okay, well, this is obviously who gets this because it's written in stone. So
Sure.
the all defensive team we're going to start with, it is going to be the forward from the Kraken, Rodrigo Baines, forward from Maine, Ace Gilded.
Yep.
Regina is Ing Bardson from Newfoundland, Eric Vanderberg Jr. from Vancouver, Grote Bronson, and then the goalie is Denibor Milash, I think is how you say it. So
There you go. Yeah.
congratulations to the all defensive team.
Shout out to my boy Irk, keeping the elk going, looking hot, doing beautiful things.
All right, and then we're gonna go with the Newer Harak Award.
Noah Harak Award for the top GMs. And so
Thank you.
our
You
finalists.
take it over. You do it.
Perfect. Yes. So here are our finalists. First up, we have the Quebec City Citadels, led by Ramen and Lore. Ramen and Lore continued to build a powerhouse of a team within utilizing their deep class players from the 73 J draft, while also utilizing trades over the last couple of seasons to bring in Bog Damsel and Wyatt King and then draft picks. They're able to support their team in not only getting the Larfer Trophy, but also the 4-Star Cup last year. They've also produced some high quality users who've taken on major roles all over the site, department heads, GMs, etc. And a lot of them being first gens. So you love to see team success and also engaging and keeping first gens around. On the note of that, we have the ever wonderful 7 in this Carolina Kraken. Despite having to make changes within management due to the expansion team and his longtime best buddy Frenchie leaving him, 7 was able to push and create a top 5 team during the season and push Maine to Game 7 overtime in round 3 of the playoffs. Anyone that knows 7 knows that he continues to draft key players, while the Kraken will also consistently gaining assets within his trades, so many trades, which allows him to be comfortable, always in a comfortable roster position. Not only on a roster aspect does 7 have big name players, but the Kraken have continued to show user development in their first gens while holding many positions throughout the league. And finally, we have our second finalist from the 4-star last year, the Maine Timber, led by Southpaw and Baltimore's own Mike Lewitt. Maine continues to be a strong team season after season after season, finishing top 3 in the regular season and making their way to the finals and the playoffs. Maine constantly is a team to try and beat. Southpaw and Mike consistently have a team of actives and overall put the work in to get the assets and players needed to maximize their team. This wasn't included in the write-up, but Mike is a recent addition. I think this was only his first or second season as co-GM of the Timber. So shout out to my war room showing out, doing good stuff. And you have the result of who win. I have no clue who's going to win this, but I think all of them are certainly worth it.
All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and unveil. Why did I say unveil?
Yes.
That's not a fucking.
Unveil.
Unveil. That's what I was saying. And the winner is 7, which is congratulations to 7.
Praise thank. So yeah, there we go.
All right, yeah, congratulations to 7 for the GM of last season. Definitely deserved. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing that happened. Okay.
We can move on to the next award.
We can do that. I'm sorry, there's people talking in my ear, and I'm getting very distracted. Okay, the Zach Miller for the most dedicated user award. I believe we have some words on this as well. If you want to go over them.
I will. Sorry. So I'm DMing someone to put out a fire over the stream.
Yeah, that's fair.
We are aware that 7 has a co-GM. The notes specifically say that Kari chose to remove their name from the ballot, and she will address that at a later date if needed. So it's not our mistake. It was actively chosen to be removed by the committee, and Kari can explain. Yes.
Because yeah, I'm being
Yes.
Okay.
Like we were actively asked to leave her name off.
Yes. That's not on us.
But next
if
we
you
have...
want to talk to her, go ahead and talk to her. She's
Yes.
also the one that sent us this incredible slideshow.
Yes.
So
I would imagine that running team felt a conflict of interest is my guess, but Kari can address.
She can address it later.
Yes. Most dedicated user, we have 3 nominees. We have Jexter, Jove, who's in the chat making fun of me, and Cake. So first off, X-Joverax, first gen who really hit the graphics community running. Jove's a member of the Hall of Fame committee now, creating banners, helping create trading cards, draft cards, producing SIGs for a large amount of players across all teams, and is known for his emote making in many locker rooms on both the J and SHL level. I'm disappointed I haven't interacted with this person before right now when they said that I wasn't the real Trace. Next up, we have
that's hilarious, though. It is kind of funny that that's your interaction right now.
Yes, that is my first interaction with them. Cake is a member of HO as well as the first faces to greet you in the SHL.
Also, Cake's from San Diego, so let's go, Cake.
Yes, sorry, from SHL Gen Chat. How I interacted with Cake for the first time was SHL Gen Chat this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
Upon them joining and helping guide new users. Cake has also produced many in-character media and overall someone who is shown to be important within the Jays. I don't know these people because I'm not really engaged with the J right now as an SHL GM who is very busy.
I will say that all 3 of these people are amazing users.
Yes.
They are seriously fantastic people.
Sure.
But Cake is my favorite because Cake is from San Diego.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that.
Yep.
Don't.
And then final, Jexter's an important figure in both SMJHL and IIHF-HO. While the majority of Jexter's work happens behind the scenes, Jexter has also produced power rankings season after season and continue to write high-quality media. Thank you to all 3 of you for your dedication to the league and helping make the J the great league that we all know it is. But ultimately, only one person can end up winning.
Yeah, and the winner is Jexter. That was fun. I wanted to do it like that because that was a lot of fun. I don't know why.
That is very exciting. Congratulations, Jexter.
I feel like
All
it's
right.
always really anticlimactic to like give the word away, and you're just like, yeah, congratulations. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, sorry. We got a lot of things to get through. So you all deserve all of your excitement and your roses, but we got 2 leagues full of um, awards to get
Awards to
through.
do.
Next up, Jack Cross, the most underrated. We have 3 finalists again. First up is going to be Max Belcher, Jove from the Kraken. From an on-ice contribution standpoint, Carolina's season was defined by elite defense, and while their league record goals against pace slowed from that rate over the last third of the season, the middle-of-the-road offense was propped up substantially by the fact that they were efficient with their possession and put the clamps on other teams while playing defense. Nobody did that better than Max Belcher, the second-line sophomore defenseman, with just one 425 skater on the line with them, Roderick Baines. Belcher led the team in giveaways with only 8 on the season, third best in the entire league for defensemen, and smashing all the others in takeaways. Blocked 175 shots, good for 9th in the league, 18% of the team's total blocks, and 47 more than the second on his team, and then led the league for defensemen in goals against per 60. His 16th in the league, 5th for defenseman PDO, is an indicator of how brutally efficient Belcher made the team around him. While the line didn't rack up gaudy amounts of points, or even have strong Corsi numbers, they routinely bottled opposing lines and capitalized on their opportunities like no one else, and large part of that was due to this defenseman. In the locker room, that contribution cannot be overrated. Jove as a user has single-handedly changed the Discord and graphic environments of the league for the better. He was largely expected to be a top 3 pick last SHL draft due to that presence, emote creation, and energy to the league. Not since Schwarr has a single user had such a strong impact on the Discord experience of the league, and these emotes and stickers created aren't even for money. He gets it by the bucketful for his SIG requests and draft renders anyway. He just turns around animated emotes on a daily basis for people's joy, quickly gaining him recognition of Jove Goat. Next up, we have Roquefort Cotswold, Roquefort of the Falcons. Cotswold may not be the flashiest player, tallying just 21 points in the regular season, but was an underrated part of Detroit's defense this season. Sorry, my phone started blowing up for my parents who can't read or comprehend text messages. Cotswolds had the highest plus-minus out of all defensemen on Detroit, as well as the second most block shots and third highest Fenwick percentage out of Detroit's defensemen, behind 2 capped 425s. As just a rookie, Cotswold played a big part in Detroit having the 6th best defense in the league. As for locker room contribution, when scouting, Roquefort said he'd likely be very vacant, and yet this could not be further from the truth. Despite being a lower draft pick, Roquefort's been an extremely eager rookie in terms of achieving high potential, currently leading the class in TPE. Roquefort's also fit perfectly in the Detroit culture, whether it's talking about food, fitness, or helping others. Roquefort has been inspirationally talkative in keeping the locker room vibes up all season long. And finally, we have
Go ahead.
Bob Diggy. Well, here's the thing. It's spelled differently in the notes and on the slide.
Is it really?
Yes, it's spelled Matvie, Matvie in the notes.
We're going to go with Matt Bay then.
I'm going with Matvie.
Yeah.
Matvie didn't put up the same offensive numbers he did last year as a sophomore. Slump seemed to catch up with him. But when you dive deeper, did better than the previous season. And this is the on-ice contribution. His overall game rating climbed from a 68 last season to a 78 this one. And his offense did climb slightly from a 70 to an 80. I'm going to hold back my opinions on game rating. And his defensive end where he really made a difference, blah, blah, blah. Game rating doesn't mean what you all think it means. Locker room contribution. Bob took it upon himself to step up his locker room presence this past season. While the Armada adjusted to life without Gabe steering us through the waters, Bob stepped up and started to hand out the Admiral's hat to the player of the game with each sim. So all 3 seem to be great, underrated people. I have an idea of who is probably most likely to get it, but I'll be interested to see if I'm right.
And the winner is Max Belcher.
Jove. There you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jove. I know you're in chat. Nobody likes you. Just kidding. I like you.
This next award I'm very excited for because I introduced it when I was awards head. We're on to the Most Improved Alex Light Award, named after the Kelowna and Baltimore legend. We have 4 nominees. The first up is Max Belcher, who we have talked about before. In Belcher's first season, scored 12 points and then jumped up to 43 points as a defenseman. So that's a huge jump in all stats as a defenseman. Love to see that. Off QCC, Wyatt King was a bit performer in S75 and really stepped into a big role, scoring over a point per game in the second season. Part of that is a trade from St. Louis to QCC really allowed King to step into their own. Our third most improved is Jamie Frazier. Frazier did sit out part of S75, which is why the number jump looks so massive. Plus, Frazier had a position swap, but massive jump in points per game and all-around performance from season 1 to season 2. And then finally, with Nevada, we have Connor Simard, I don't know, who also had a similar jump from depth player 27 points to another point per game 70-plus point jump. So those are all really impressive. I'll be interested to see who wins. I have a feeling it's hard to argue with one of the 2 forwards, Frazier and Simard.
That's kind of where I'm at on this, but we'll see what happens. The winner is, oh wow.
I mean, as a defenseman, being such a great defensive performer, as Seven's nomination said, and then also being that effective offensively, I think that makes sense, and there's no problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm just a little surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them did really well. It's just that's good. Congratulations to Jove again. All right, and then we're going to the all rookie team, which is dominated by my team. Yep. Mm-hmm. We got forward Sam Volta and Gina Pinard from the title. And then you have forward Swedish Chef from the Kraken, defensive player from Vancouver, David Vent, and Argenti Gorilla from Great Falls. And then from Yukon, we have Dexter Harrison Jr. as the goalie.
Future Baltimore platoon, Dexter Harrison.
Yeah, let's go Baltimore.
And then future, I don't know who drafted Gina Pinard, but future,
nobody,
whatever.
Nobody wanted Garrett.
No, I'm sure no one wanted Garrett, right? Are we up to defensive forward next?
Yep.
Brandon Holmes Trophy
is the next award. Also, can we just give a shout out to the graphics team or whoever did these slideshows? They are really awesome.
Shout out to Schwarznar for her work developing this model that I think got imported for the J today, as well as built for the SHL.
Fair enough.
Schwarz did all of this beautiful work, and she deserves all of the flowers and kudos that you can.
No,
even if she doesn't want me to say that.
Highly disagree with that statement.
Cool. Well, we have 3 nominees. First off is Rodrigo Baines from Carolina. Put up a fair number of. Sorry, I'm trying to make sense of what their
thing says.
Yeah, I don't understand what the points thing in that, because it's like the 63-31, whatever that is. Came out with a plus 39, 71 blocks as a forward, 71 hits, a really strong giveaway takeaway radius.
I think it's 31 goals, 63 points, 31 goals.
Gotcha. The other 2 didn't have that, but fair enough. Then we've got Ace Gilded, who was a monster in the face-off circle, winning 55% of their things, as well as putting up good blocks and hit numbers, and an even stronger giveaway takeaway ratio. So Ace Gilded could be the one to beat here. Inge Bardson put out some strong offensive numbers, and then fights. Really strong, so really physical. So I think compared to the others, really focused on more of the physical game. Not as good giveaway takeaway, but if you're able to hit and force a lot of takeaways, that can still be okay with that sort of style. So yeah,
cool.
Congrats to each of them. Having a great season.
The Brandon Holmes Award. I really am
not. I think it should be Ace Gilded.
I'm still not used to the new names. It's still screwing me up.
Yeah.
Rodrigo Baines, man,
congratulations.
The Kraken are really just like taking awards today.
Yeah, that's a lot of awards.
All right, congratulations to Rodrigo Baines, the Brandon Holmes winner. And we're moving on, and we're going to go to the I don't know how to say this.
The Quila Agante Award
you.
for Top Defender. And we have 4 finalists this year. First up from QCC is Supa Dupa, putting up really strong blocks and hits. This is top or all-around defender, and they're giving no offensive numbers, which I think is weird when you're talking about top defenders. But you can see there that giveaway takeaway numbers
I mean, they
are
have
insane.
points.
Oh, I didn't see the points in. There you go. So yeah, Super Duper, great giveaway takeaway there. All around things, good points. But that is overshadowed by Troy McClure the fourth from Regina, who's got an even stronger giveaway takeaway ratio, almost a point per game, following up in the great numbers of legendary Troy McClure III of the Colorado Raptors, and then Winnipeg Jets. Carolina next up is Ongo Gabloglian. Not as many hits as some or blocks as others, but really strong hits, really strong giveaway takeaway, and solid point scoring. Love to see those. And then Colorado's own Orange Cone. Again, more of an offensive defenseman from these, but still putting up solid numbers, really strong hits. You don't usually see defensemen in FHM put up that many hits, so it's impressive to see those numbers. So, yeah.
All right, and the winner is Troy McClure.
Congratulations,
Fourth.
Troy McClure the fourth.
All right, well,
Very
congratulations
proud of you.
to Troy and the Regina Elk for this. Yeah, cool, awesome. We're gonna
Next
move
up
on.
is the All-Star second team. Yeah.
Yeah, so second All-Star team. Second All-Star team is going to consist of Jack Keegan from Carolina, Beanman Jr. from Regina, Shadow Phoenix from Colorado, Slowpoke from Newfoundland, Olivia Agate, I don't know, from
Yeah, I think
Carolina,
it's Olivia Agate or Agate. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know,
go Agate. Yeah.
and then Just Perfection, the goalie from Nevada Battleborn.
Were they perfect? They must have been with the name.
That was a bad joke, and I appreciate you for saying it. All right.
All right.
We're going to go to the Oh, you're right. That's weird.
The Alexis Metzler. Yes, the Alexis Metzler for top defensive defender.
Wait. Okay, I'm confused about the last defensive award, but I'm just going to move on from
Same.
that and not really talk about it.
So I know that there has been in the past a history of JH or awards teams trying to recognize different defenders, but it seems like this was a season where the top defenders that we had were so good on both ends that the committee felt it was appropriate to nominate them for both awards. And so Troy McClure is the only person that was not up for top defensive defender. That was in the other, so same stats as before, though it looks like the hits on Orange Cone got a little messed up with the import.
No, they had 2,128 hits for sure. That definitely happened. All right, let's go ahead and give this award to Ongo
Gaboglian.
Yeah, that.
Whatever, I don't know. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and what does it say? It's the Lance uppercut. What happened here?
That shouldn't be Lance uppercut.
That was from the SHL.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah, don't look at that part. We're gonna get rid of it right now.
Cool.
All right.
Now, top goalie. We've got Denibor Milosh of Carolina. We talked about their save percentage, but they also had a pretty strong 271 goals against average, 3 shutouts, and 31 total wins. Songju Gong of QCC had not as strong of a save percentage, but 5 shutouts and a lot of wins. Really was able to keep a strong team in there and give some support there. And finally, Just Perfection, the second team, all league, really great save percentage. Goals against is a little lower for a team that needed a little more support, but still good wins, good shutouts all around. 3 pretty strong candidates.
Yeah, we'll see who wins. The winner is, oh my, it really is just Denibor Melish. This is really just the Carolina Awards, I guess.
That's kind of how it's feeling.
Yeah. So congratulations again to Carolina and Danibor Milash is how I'm going to say that name.
Well, this
Um,
next award, a Carolina player can't win it.
that's true. That is true.
We have two rookies from the expansion San Diego title. And can we give a hand in chat for San Diego and Ottawa finishing their first season in the J? It's good to see some expansion in the league growing,
No
even if
comment.
their GMs are big doo-doo heads.
Wow. I hate their GMs. Actually, they're the worst people in the league.
Yeah. Well, first up, we have Sam Volta off San Diego. Put up 71 points and 22 goals. Solid giveaway takeaway ratio, so we love to see all that. Following up is fellow rookie Gina Pennard, good old Gert. Not as many points, but more goals and a stronger giveaway takeaway. So they're really doing some good work, those two rookies. And finally, to sort of round out, David Vent, who I think was a defenseman, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think so.
I think yeah. So 40 points for a defenseman, especially a rookie defenseman, and 16 goals and a strong giveaway takeaway. That's a really good season for a defenseman. So
That's
I'm
solid.
excited. Yeah, it's really good. So these are three really great rookies, and I'm sure there are a ton of other rookies that deserve flowers as well, but there can only be three finalists.
All right, and the
according to
winner
committee.
is Sam Volta from the San Diego title. Let's go triplets.
Congratulations.
Let's go
Second best trips.
triplets. I have no running in this. I'm not biased at all, but this user is amazing, and he's also on my team, so let's go.
All right. Next up, we have the first All-Star team
Oh,
at
it's
forwards.
Lavoie, by the way. I was
Oh,
corrected.
Lavoie. Yes. At forward, we have Mia and Edouard Lavoie. Mia, who led the whole league in all the scoring, and joined by Freya Solberg, Calgary rookie now, but former QCC player. On defense, you have Orange Cone, who was up for two awards but wasn't able to pull it out, and then Troy McClure, your best defenseman winner, and then Danibor Milash, who we'd already talked about as best goalie. So this all sort of works. All-star team and awards don't always line up, but when they do, it's fun.
All right. And then we have the MVP of the league, the Eden Follow Award.
Yes. And we have three finalists who are some familiar names. Troy McClure the third or the fourth. Fun fact, Troy McClure the third was the last defenseman to win MVP of the J. And so Troy's following it up with another really strong all-around season. But it's going to be hard to overcome 113 points from Mia Lavoie. And Freya Solberg put together a great season as well. 45 goals and 93 points. Awesome as well. So these are really three strong players. It's going to be interesting to see who rises to the top.
All right. I was told I'm quiet. I don't know if it's just me personally being quiet or my mic's quiet, but we're just going to move on from that. And the MVP of the J is Mia Lavoie.
It's hard to argue with 110 plus points. That's crazy.
It is. So. It is. I mean, they had an amazing season. Good for them. Congratulations to the main timber. And I'm gonna keep saying Lavoie because that's what triplets told me it was. So
there we go. Respect. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Then we're gonna do the playoff MVP, which I think is gonna go to someone on QCC. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I think that's what's gonna happen.
That seems super valid. You have their goalie that looks to have put up stronger. So like strong during the regular season, was a finalist for best goalie, but looks like stepped up their game in the playoffs and put up a bit stronger numbers then. So we'd love to see that. But the story really seems to be the huge amount of points that Celeste Desjardins was able to put up, and good support from Freya Solberg as well. I think Desjardins is going to win this one, but I don't know.
All right,
I won't know it until you click the next slide.
The winner of the Birdie Witzel Award is Desjardins.
Celeste.
Yep.
There you go. Congratulations to Celeste.
And then we're going to do the Raymond
And
Lindsay.
now the most outstanding player of the regular season. This is not players MVP. But the Raymond Lindsay, we have some familiar faces. Solberg and Lavoie were both up for MVP. Bean Beanman Jr. was not, but was on an all-league pace. Still putting up 90 points. Great job for Regina. But I think I know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see who wins the Raymond Lindsay. Oh, shocking. Mia Lavoie just taking the awards.
Yes, it is the QCC Carolina and Mia Lavoie show.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, that makes sense. They were, some of
Yeah,
the better teams in the league. So, all right. And
absolutely.
that is the end of the J Awards.
Now
Um,
we go into the fun stuff. The funner
uh,
stuff for me.
I'm going to go
SHL.
ahead and switch over. So, we're going to have a little bit of a black screen for a little bit. And we're going to go into the SHL Awards. And then Trips can talk about those a little bit more. Let me. All right. We're going to start this up real soon.
Cool.
Oh, look, it's magic.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Welcome to the S76 SHL Awards show. All right. And we'll just start up with the Challenge Cup champions of the SHL this year were the San Francisco Pride. No surprise to anyone. If you've been following along, everyone knows that they won. I'm going. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna make it to D&D. Jess, stop distracting me. I'm too ADD for this. Uh, Matthias. I don't know how to say this name.
The
I'm sorry.
Matthias Schweenard Trophy for Eastern Playoff Champions.
I'm gonna make you say it because you're the GM.
Yes, congratulations to the Baltimore Platoon for winning the Eastern Conference Championship and went on to the Challenge Cup.
The Western Playoff champions, the Cole Renart Trophy Awards, goes to the San Francisco Pride, who ended up beating Baltimore in the finals, which is sad for both Trips and I, but congratulations to them.
Congrats
Uh,
on your first cup.
yeah,
But
President's Trophy went to Baltimore Platoon for 107 points, regular season points leaders. Wait. Oh, the overall regular season point leader is the Sergei Karpatsov Trophy.
yep,
Goes to
yep.
Victor Hargreaves, 125 points, 59
Lore
goals.
put on a season.
Was this is this Laura?
This is Lore, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hargreaves put up a heck of a season. Some people got close to trying to overcome for that scoring, but in the end, it's hard to beat how on fire Hargreaves was.
Jay McDonald Trophy for the regular season goals leader, also Laura, Victor Hargreaves.
Congrats.
Then we had the Turd Ferguson, which is the regular season penalty minute leader. I guess it was split between Ben Waters of Edmonton and Sven Holberg of Calgary.
Yeah, 88 penalty minutes. They're gooning it up out there.
The Mike Concho Trophy, least goals allowed, went to Sir Devois and Bo Kavanaugh. I don't know how I said that wrong, for Baltimore.
Yes.
It's bad because they're on the team that I'm on, so I really should not. Yeah. Okay, so we get the third All-Star team. Congratulations to this. It's Adam Perpich. I think that's how you say it.
Yep.
Benson Fiorentini, Jared Lakemore, Seamus O'Slapahan, Furious Chicken, and I'm not even going to try to say his name. Yeah, congratulations to this.
Congratulations to Los Angeles goalie.
Yeah.
We know better than to try. Next up, we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We got the John McBride Trophy for Best Goaltender. Our first nominee from the Winnipeg Aurora. I almost said Jets. Wrong sport. Wrong thing. We have Rhett Shaggy Carpet. Carpet played the most games out of any of our goalie candidates this season, recording 32 wins and a 3.19 goals against average. Rhett ended the season with a .91 save percentage, despite having more shots and goals overall than the other nominees. Carpet's large amount of playtime allowed the Aurora to maintain momentum, and Carpet is definitely a unique and interesting candidate for this McBride Trophy. Then we have Sir DeVar from the Baltimore Platoon. DeVar had an incredibly strong season and is a great contender for this award. As an unstoppable force within some very impressive stats this season, despite playing fewer games than the other two goalies who are finalists. Their performance this season led to a 269 goals against average and a solid 9.16 or 916 save percentage. Didn't have as many shutouts as some others, but 2 is nothing to slack at. And actually, none of our finalists have a ton of shutouts. It allowed Sir DeVar to show their ability to maintain consistency throughout the season. The balance of 33 wins and the low goals against average and high save percentage really shows that Sir DeVar is deserving of this nomination. I also believe Sir DeVar led the whole league in goals saved above average. And then Just in Time, I think, led the whole league in wins. Most wins of the goalies during the season, while still maintaining a 901 save percentage. Played a lot of time. A significantly lower save percentage than his peers. It shows Time was not the only important factor on the ice this season. Had a couple shutouts. Time showed they were able to deliver important victories to their team throughout the season.
Cool. Well,
I may be a homer, but I think this award should be going to Sir DeVar.
Yeah, I mean, same.
To put up
Though,
equivalent numbers. Go on.
Isn't it kind of ironic that Carpy is in this again? Like, it just seems like a typical Carp's up for best goalie again after, different player.
Like them and Kavanaugh, Take the Horizon also had an incredible goalie, and they just know how to make good goalies.
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's kind of funny.
All
right, and the winner of the John McBride goes to Sir DeVar.
Congrats, Wildfire Micro.
Let's go Wild. All right. Congratulations to them.
Season could not have happened if not for you.
Cool.
Scott Stevens.
The Scott Stevens Award for Best Defenseman.
Cool.
It should be Best Offensive Defenseman because we have defensive defensemen.
This is more of just all around, which gets some more offensive, you're sure. So our first nominee, we have the committee provided a couple questions. Is he wide? At 6'9"? Probably. Is he happy? I hope so. After a nomination, I think he should be. Wide Peepo Happy 3 Koivu is here, and he's a threat on the ice in Hamilton. Tied for second in points with 55, Koivu is certainly an offensive threat on the blue line that teams want. With 40 of those points being assists, we're seeing offensive hockey IQ really quarterback this team. He's not afraid to shoot either, leading the league with 214 shots from defensemen. You would expect more than 15 goals, but 10 of those were on the power play. So this guy's out there on special teams getting the job done as well as just the pure quarterback role you love to see. In addition to that offensive touch, Koivu is willing to risk the body as well, blocking 168 shots this season, as well as serving up 67 hits to opposing players. Wide People Happy 3 is certainly a great contender for this award, as his stats are showing he is the total package. One thing to work on might be that giveaway takeaway ratio sitting at 19/69. Great year, right? Cool, sure.
That is Halsey, right?
That is Halsey, yes.
So we got Halsey, Alaris, and Jace?
No, we don't have, we have...
Wheeler is not...
That's Reno.
Yeah, that's Reno. That's Reno.
Halsey, Jace, and Reno.
Yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
Reno is up next. Willow Soderbergh Snooks of San Francisco is soon to be a bright and shining star in San Francisco. I would argue is already a star. While not the best rated defenseman on the team, they're showing that rating isn't everything, as it shows up rest on the blue line. Will is the league leader in points by a defenseman with 65, so almost a point per game isn't crazy. They're out there looking to help the team score, and it certainly shows through that. In addition to be the best in the league at scoring, they also posted a solid 127 block shots, 68 hits, and a respectable 11/48 giveaway takeaway ratio. And finally, we have one of your co-commissioners, Nash Topolo, the great dog defenseman from Buffalo. Good old Jace. Nowhere in the rulebook says a dog can't play hockey. And doggone it, is that pupper's a darn good hockey player. Oh my gosh, whoever wrote this is.
I can't.
Oh,
I can't with that. That's literally what is written down.
Nash Topolo steps up big this season in Buffalo, racking up 55 points. Good to tie with Pipo for second best. In addition to being a good boy at offense, Nash blocked
Oh
158
no.
shots and laid 62 hits, which is plenty respectable from your offensive dog on the blue line. What shines most is Nash's ability to play fetch, as they have a
I can't.
fantastic giveaway takeaway ratio of 14-70. Nash really wants that puck. Will Nash be the goodest boy and win the Scott
I
Stevens
hate this. I hate
Chew
this
Toy
so
slash
much.
award? I don't know. I almost hope that Nash doesn't win because that joke was so bad.
I can't. I can't. Is it Ashley that wrote this?
It looks like I don't want to. That's not who it says. I don't want to publicly shout them out, but it is a well-respected SHL GM who wrote these jokes.
Oh God. That was horrible.
Let's see who won.
All
And
right.
like any of these could, they're all really great offensive players who still were able to do some stuff. So
Yep. And the winner of the Scott Stevens is Willow Soderbergh Snooks. Congratulations, Reno.
yeah, congratulations.
Really
All
good
right, next up.
season. San Francisco beat us, so that's the thing. But congratulations.
I would prefer we not keep talking about that because it hurts my soul. But that's fine. Next up, the committee went with the Bojo Biscuit Best Defensive, and we have 3 new faces compared to the last group. First up, we have the GM's player. We have Hot Dogs player Philippe Echo Eel. Atlanta's also had the ability, always had the ability to score, but do they have the ability to defend? Why not both? On the blue line is Atlanta's Philippe Echo Eel. Eel has been an anchor of Atlanta's defense for a while now. I wouldn't say just a couple seasons, a while now. And has the best season yet as a defensive defenseman while still putting up some solid points for a team that's sort of going through what now seems to be a mini rebuild as they're doing really well this season. We'll, however, focus on the defense for this award. This season, Eel hit 227 shots blocked for a career high, sacrificing his body for the team. In addition, he stapled players to the boards 55 times with 55 hits. With those defensive skills combined, Philippe was able to keep possession for Atlanta with an excellent 77 takeaways and only 13 giveaways. Eel led his team on ice time with over 24 minutes a game, including time on the power play and penalty kill. It's no trouble to see that Philippe is a big part of Atlanta's and played a huge role during even strength and special teams. So congrats on the nomination. Next up, we have a person that our committee said, how many times are we going to see him here? Will he ever not show up in nominations? Who are we talking about? Hodor. This is Hodor's 4th nomination for the Bojo Biscuit. So clearly he's doing something right. Hodor, of course, won the Bojo back in S73, but he's far from ready to give it up. This season, Hodor led the league yet again in shots blocks with 335 and a whole 65 ahead of second place. And for a league like this where shots blocked can be sort of related to being not as good of a team, to be on a top team like Texas and put up that many is truly incredible. In addition to being a wall of a shot blocker, Porter landed 40 hits on opposing players and kept his giveaways low at 30 and takeaways at 30. Really, he's here off just being an incredible shot blocker, even if the other categories aren't as strong as his competitors. Finally, we have the young Cheeks Clappinen from Calgary. The Dragons, this is Cheeks' first nomination, and he's an excellent entry. Not nearly so high in blocks as the others with only 126, but they're a much more active defender with a league-leading 110 hits for defensemen, as well as leading in takeaways with 92 and only 12 giveaways. Clappinen was a minus 31, however, which could hurt the overall defensive rating, given Calgary was still rebuilding. So will they be overlooked by the committee?
All right, and the winner of the Bojo Biscuit is Philip
P.
Echo Eel. Philippe.
Congratulations, P.
Oh my God, it is P.
Yeah, I realized that a season or two ago, and every time I paused when I was reading that thing, I was trying not to insert P there. So good job,
Oh,
hot dog, for that.
hot dog. Why would you do this to me?
Cool. Next up, we have the Jeff Dar Award for Best Two-Way Forward. Um, First up, we have Eric Bergmark, who put up a massive number of points. Bergmark really shined this season for Baltimore, gaining 111 points. Bergmark had the fourth highest points in the entire league. Couple that with a strong shooting percentage of almost 20% and 147 hits. Bergmark made sure his impact was felt throughout the ice. Bergmark's performance throughout the season was a clear reason why Baltimore made it as far as they did in the playoffs. At the height of his career, Bergmark has really solidified himself as a player who can do it all on the ice. Also from the platoon is Adam Liebold, an unsung hero, if you ask me. While he didn't get as many points or hits as his other counterparts on the ice, he followed it up with an impressive block record for a forward at 56 and scoring at a point per game and a plus 34. It definitely seems the 1-2 combo. I wouldn't even call them a 1-2 combo, but our committee said definitely seems as though 1-2 hit combo of Berkmark and Liebold were integral to Baltimore's success this season. It'll be interesting to see how the committee felt these two players stacked up against one another. And our third finalist, Nico Rashford from Winnipeg. Rashford had 87 points, focusing much more on an assist game last season. While his shooting percentage wasn't there compared to some others. What's most impressive about Rashford is his combination of blocks and hits, which helped the Aurora gain the puck and keep momentum throughout many games. With decent giveaway takeaway ratio, Rashford's also shown they're a force on the ice for the Aurora. Will be enough for the Darwin, though.
Cool. The winner of the Jeff Dar Award goes to Miko Rashford. Congratulations, Rash. I think that the two Baltimore players fought against each other a little bit here. Nothing to take away from Rash, but yeah, congratulations. All right, we got the all rookie team. Forward Sad Ketchup from Chicago, Sean Pond from the Tampa Bay Barracuda, Benzie Nickelback from Manhattan, Brooklyn Feist from Toronto, Jeff Goldblum from New England, and the goalie, five-hole Siv from Baltimore. Or not Baltimore, from Buffalo.
Cool. And coming off the all rookie team, we can see some similar faces for the Ryan Jester Award for Best Rookie. Our three finalists are, I don't remember who Sad Ketchup is as a user,
It's
but I would say
Ty.
it if I.
It's
Oh,
Ty.
yes, Ty. So yes, we have Ty first up. Sad Ketchup had a phenomenal rookie season with Chicago, despite their standings. 72 points and a whopping 31 goals, Ketchup was able to make significant impact on the ice, also putting up a huge 118 hits and wins a quarter of the time at the faceoff circle. So I'm guessing Sad Ketchup is a winger that had to take a couple faceoffs. Ketchup really worked to make sure this season was always a chance for the team on the ice. Question remains, will the points that Ketchup put up this season be enough to secure a best rookie nom?
Sad.
Second, sad. Second up, Tampa Bay's GM, Sean Pond, was an assist magnet this season, racking at 41 assists and 65 total points. While he had more giveaways than takeaways, still had a great shooting percentage and face-off percentage that allowed him to step in and have a big impact for the Barracuda. Additionally, Pond was able to rack up 16 blocks and 91 hits to add some other dimensions. Finally, we have Brooke Fiss as the only defenseman nominated for this award. While her points aren't quite as impressive as Ketchup and Pond, still able to shine in blocks, hits, and takeaways. Having incredible puck control, Fiss was able to take the puck 41 times from her opponents and recorded 128 blocks and 53 hits over the course of the season. And I think that impact was really felt for the North Stars as they continue through their rebuild throughout the season.
Cool. The winner of the Ryan Jester Award is Sad Ketchup from Chicago.
Drop sad Ty
uh,
emotes in the
sad Ty sad. um, in the chat. Right. The
You're the next is
yep.
most improved. The Aiden Rashan. So we have Certivar from the Baltimore platoon. I was talking about this with another GM the other day, and we're just how we've been really surprised at how FHM hates Certivar. Not last season though, because
Didn't we? Weren't we talking about that earlier in Baltimore chat?
something about that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was chatting. I was actually chatting with Caleb about this,
Ah.
about how yeah he was shocked that FHM just keeps shitting on our poor Pokemon loving goalie. Certivar has been working hard for many seasons on a Baltimore team that's been working to become a better team, and really their trajectory has reflected the growth of the team. This season, they excelled and posted fantastic numbers across the board and improvement. Last season, Devar put a save percentage of over 900, or went from a 900 save percentage to a 916. That's a huge upgrade. Or the hugest upgrade was in terms of goals against average, where went from a 343 goals against to a 269. Good enough for fourth best in the league, and also good enough to win goalie of the year. Certivar was also leading the league in goals saved above average at almost 25 a game, a stat which they weren't in the top 10 for at all last season or really at any point in their career. Next up, we have Victor Hargreaves, who we already talked about, stepping out as the best scorer in the whole league. Victor Hargreaves must have put in the work or found the magic in SFP as they've established themselves as the Pride's go-to goal scorer. In S75, Hargreaves put up some nice numbers and found the back of the net 35 times. But this past season, they improved an excellent way, increasing that number by 24. It was good enough to set them as the league's leading goal scorer. Then they went from being a negative 17 to a plus 37. I guess when you're the best scorer in the league, a good plus minus is inevitable. Finally, we have Oscar Scholes, also of SFP. Maybe the two of them trained together this offseason, or maybe the Pride really just figured it out. Scholes really stepped it up and had an incredible improvement. They ended the previous season scoring a respectable 66 points for a point per game. This season, they nearly doubled that total and finished with the second most points in the league at 117, 52 of those points being goals and 65 assists. Scholes certainly found their groove. They're also fourth in the league in hits with 148. They previously had 81 hits the previous season, so they're really stepping up with the physical game as well. This nomination, as all three of these are, I think, are clearly well deserved. But at the end, who's going to win the award?
And the winner of the Adam Rickon Award is Oscar Schultz.
Congratulations to Oscar Scholes.
I don't know who the user is, but congratulations to whoever that is.
I can't remember their name right now, but I know who it is. They were the Edmonton GM when you joined, before Keegan. And
oh God,
GM.
that is a long time ago.
The previous player was Carl Strauss Scholes. It's Carlson's. Yeah, it's
Carlson's. Yeah, got it. Cool. Congratulations.
Congrats, Carl. I got there eventually. It took a second.
Did. All right, and we got the second All-Star team, which is Eric Bergmark from Baltimore, Jack St. Clair from Toronto, and Baku. Ha! It's Trips.
Baku! Baku Olubori.
We got Nash DePaulo from Buffalo, Cheeks Clappinen from Calgary, and Rhett Shaggy Carpet from Winnipeg. So congrats to them. The only one who I won't say congrats to is Mbaku because it's Trips and that's just funny. All right, we're moving on.
I didn't know I was there. That's very exciting.
You didn't know you were there, really?
Well, no, I had no clue because I didn't see any of these results until you're pulling them up right now.
Well, congrats. All right. Oh, look. You're up. I guess maybe I should talk about this.
Maybe you do the reading on this one.
I actually want to hear you talk about yourself. All right. We have the Lance Uppercut, which is the best GM duo. And because Trips is up for this award, I guess I'm going to talk about it. All right. We got the Baltimore Platoon, which is HHH81 and Leobolda. Is that how you say his name? Leobolda?
Yes.
Okay.
Leobolda.
Coming off a fifth place finish in '75, the platoon marched up the standings in S76, claiming the President's Trophy with a 52-11-3 record, the best in S73. Dominating the Eastern Conference in the regular season and the playoffs, the platoon were led by the league's best defense and one of the strongest rosters in the SHL, which I was a part of. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Built primarily through the draft, the platoon. Ooh, wow, that hurts me a little bit. We're careful to fill out roster gaps through trades and free agency without giving
Hey,
away
that's
key
you.
roster play. Hey, that's me. Uh, and relied heavily on their homegrown veteran talent, with just 5 of their 17 roster players acquired outside of the draft. Damn, I'm one of those. The results were clear that the quality of GM begins with the quality of scouting and some of the best drafting in the entire SHL. Okay, then we have the Los Angeles Panthers with Fuzz, SHL, and Whitecap. The S75. This is hard. How have you been doing this all night? Challenge Cup champions entered the season with the highest TPE roster in the league, a testament to their ability to build a juggernaut of a team. Expectations were high for the star-studded roster, and a third-place regular season finish didn't disappoint, finishing the season with a 50-14-2 record, just 2 points shy of both the conference and division titles. Not many rosters boast multiple former MVP finalists, and the star-studded Panthers roster did not disappoint, finishing the season with the league's second-best offense and defense, while their third-place finish was just a spot below their title run second-place finish in '75. Their repeat top three placements highlight just how consistent this team is and can be, and consistency that can be what separates a good team from a great one. Then you have the Cup-winning San Francisco Pride. A jump from 11th in the league to second is just proof of how much this young team has grown. Led by a young core drafted between '68 and '71, the Western Conference champions loaded up on additional talent over the last 2 seasons, shelling out draft picks to key pieces at every position and adding top talent in free agency. And those aggressive moves paid off as the Pride out outperformed even their own lofty expectations, claiming the division and conference en route to their first Challenge Cup win. Wow, was that really their first Challenge Cup win ever?
Yes.
That's insane. I did not know that.
That was the big deal, is it was their first ever. I
Hmm.
think the last time they made the final is when they got swept by Manhattan in like S60 or 65. I don't know,
Crazy. I
whatever
didn't
that
know
was.
that. Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Their 50-12-4 season was built around the offense with a league leading 351 goals scored in the '76 campaign. The Pride were bold with their offseason moves, and that boldness swept away more conservative teams, leaving no doubters to the question as they hoisted the cup. All right, that's really hard. I have no idea how you've been reading that all day. My
I've got bad news for you. Uh,
what?
the award after this, I'm also nominated for.
Oh God!
It's best coach. But here's what we can do. You can read the portion about Baltimore, and then I can read the other two. How's that
No,
sound?
it's fine. I'll do it. And the Lance uppercut is. Oh shit! Now that I have
Holy
to
shit!
congratulate you.
Wow,
Congrats, Trips.
holy shit!
Is that your first ever Lance uppercut?
That is my first. This is the first time I've ever been nominated for the
Oh,
Lance Uppercut. I think
damn.
maybe I
Well,
got one other. Yes, this is my first ever Lance Uppercut. Yeah, it's
congratulations,
been,
man. That's
been a lot of hard work.
yeah. I mean, obviously, I came to Baltimore because we're friends, and I saw the potential in the team. So I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, committee, for the recognition. And let's
This
go
is
do
really
that.
awkward. Now let's just have
Yeah,
this awkward moment for just half a second.
cool. Before we shift to talk about the Joe McKeel Award for Best Coach, which I've
Yeah.
been nominated for multiple times and never won.
I've won it like 8 times, so it's actually true. I literally have won it like eight
Yes,
times.
that's the reason that you are a Hall of Fame GM and I'm not.
Oh no, that's not fair. Now I feel really weird. I feel
No, it's
so
funny. I'm just
awkward.
making fun of you.
All right, the
This is
Joe
what
Mc.
happens when you let the two of us get on the
That
screen.
feels awkward. I don't like it. Okay, let's just talk about this award, the Joe McKeel Best Coach. All right. Well, this is just okay.
You got a full narrative
Yeah, this is a thing that we're doing. Okay, we've had a lot of
from the
teams.
same person that gave us the really bad jokes before. So I'm
I
excited
know.
to see.
Yeah, we have a lot of teams been fighting their way up the standings for a while and have. Oh, I'm talking about Baltimore apparently here. Or have been finally looking to finally sit on top of the division after a long rebuild. Sorry, Baltimore is one of those teams that have been patiently waiting for everything to come together, and now they're finally here. The coaching group in Baltimore have shown that they are capable of being the best, even though they weren't the best on paper. While being ranked fifth in TPE, they managed to end the season as the best in the league, finishing first in the standings at the end of the season. What may be the most impressive part, though, is that among those rankings, Baltimore was ranked 11 in TPE for defensemen, and yet they posted the lowest goals against. Now they did a excellent. Now they did have an excellent goalie tandem to get done for sure. There had to be some like. Yeah, to make it all work, this was an impressive group on paper, and for sure, Baltimore's reign is far from over. Sorry, my reading comprehension these last couple days has just been piss poor, and this is trying for me. All right, and we're going to talk about that was trips. Now we're going to talk about Toman. I don't know. Buffalo Stampede. What's that? What's that? Buffalo nominated again for the Joe McHale? Yeah, that's right. They're back. That's how it's written, so I'm going to say it like
Yes, that's
that.
exactly. No, that's great. Yeah,
Buffalo continues to impress this committee as they continue to stay relevant despite having an aging core that Tomlin and co. keep squeezing life out of Buffalo out of life of. Oh my god, I can't read. Keep squeezing the life out of. Buffalo was ranked 13th in total team TPE this season. Certainly, it's time for them to start falling off. That's not what Buffalo wants, though. Buffalo finished this season at 7th league standings and 3rd in the East. That's crazy. It might be team chemistry and a group of players willing to stick together like glue, making it all work, but regardless of the fact, they're here again and it's very impressive. Can they do it again? Okay.
and I will say I have also been calling for the eventual heat death of the Buffalo Stampede.
I really,
But since I've joined this site, they
yeah,
have been a wagon. So
yeah,
I have utmost respect for Tommen, even though I don't like trading with him.
yeah, no, for sure. Also, I really like that I've turned this into dramatic reading. Um,
Yeah.
we're going to do it again. All right. And do you know what else might be spooky? The New Orleans Spectres stepping things up and getting noticed for their hard work. NOLA is 7th ranked in TPE and have been doing some great things like beating top teams, and fighting their way up in standings. They had ended up finishing 6th place in league standings. It just seems like they need something else that might make the jump them to some. Okay, it just seems like they just need something else to make that jump to get them higher. Are these results enough to get them there? Okay. They did it.
Yeah, cool.
Fucking
So it'll be interesting to see who wins this. I literally have no idea.
okay. That was
That was a
yeah,
lot. Good job, Corey. You
yeah.
did it.
All right, then the winner of the Joe McHale for best coach is oh god, there's no living with you. Chips.
Cool. Thanks.
So congratulations, to Chips. I should have made him read this. How do you feel? Do you want to have an
Um,
on-site interview right now? Because I don't know what else to do.
it feels good. I've been working really hard to learn the thing, and I know I've been nominated a couple of times, and I felt like we had a good chance to be reflected because our TP has never been at the very top. Especially defense has been a struggle. So this season, it all coming together felt really good, and this award really goes back to the team, and I can't do it by myself. Genuinely can't. So
Yeah,
it's exciting to have our success recognized.
it's all me. It was all me, guys. I just want
Awesome.
everyone in this chat to know that this award is all me, and I appreciate it and thank you for it. Yeah.
Cool. Now I get to go back to talking, and we get to the Damian Littleton Award for the most dedicated user.
Yeah, and Ashley wrote 0 notes about herself, so I'm going to talk about her because it's going to make
Cool.
her uncomfortable. So when you get to her, let me do it.
Sure. So we're going to start off with Agent Smith. Hall of Fame ceremonies have been notoriously behind for the past several seasons. Really, I should say it's been behind for over a year. And Agent Smith has been able to take control of the department and build off the good work that Tig did behind the scene to get some voting done. And an absolutely fantastic job since to get things caught up and also providing write-ups, information, and more about the players that have been nominated and successfully entered our Hall of Fame. I think it's a really important part of our site that that I appreciate Smith for stepping up and helping to get that going, because I know a lot of people were concerned with the backlog, especially with the quality of the people that around the time of retiring, like that 76, 70,
Oh,
the 46, 47 classes were all retiring around then.
complete
So the,
complete nightmare job from him. Like
yes,
there were
plus,
so many good people that, like myself included, like
right,
your old player like it was
yeah,
a nightmare job.
yeah, like not only all of that, plus switching from STHS to
Yeah,
FHM6 to FHM8 with that,
and then trying to
I
figure out
don't
how
envy it.
everything worked. Yeah, it was complete nightmare.
Yes. Next up, we have Enigmatic, has done tremendous work over the past seasons, creating card packs and cards for Ice Level. I think the attention goes underrepresented, but Eni has done some really great things, creating a lot of cards for that. Her influence can be felt throughout the site. As you continue to open packs, you might be lucky enough to find your card was made by Enigmatic herself. So congratulations. Um, and the only thing written for Schwarz is a embed of the Obama giving himself an award meme. But I'm going to turn it over to Corey to talk more about Schwarz.
All right,
Also saying,
let's talk about Schwartz for a little bit.
because we
Schwartz,
both nominated her, thinking for all the
yes.
great work she's done.
So Schwartz is very unsung in this league. She does incredible work. She is one of the most kind and thoughtful and helpful people in this league, and she 100% deserves to be up for this. Even though I know she's on this committee and won't write about herself because that's just who she is, she took over the job as J Commissioner flawlessly, has been running that league with absolute, absolute kindness, trying to make sure that everyone's voices are heard and everyone is being seen, I guess is the best way to do it.
Right.
And I think that she deserves as much recognition as anyone. Um, she's going to be mad that I said this nice stuff about her because we are very close friends, and I am normally mean as my point of love, but um, I just felt like this was a good time to like actually tell people how awesome that Ashley is, both in the league and as a person. So
And the
not to
cards,
say that all the other two people are not that way. I just she
I
didn't
think,
write anything, so I got to ad lib. Yeah, and that's her fault.
yep. And the nice things aren't done. I think something else, Schwartz not only is on the committee, but she runs this. She keeps everything in line and has tried to keep the ducks in the row for a while. We all know that awards can be fairly contentious, and so having someone who runs the committee in an effective way is really important. Plus, look at these slides. They're beautiful. Yeah, and I think having a strong J is really important to the league. As much as certain people will meme about no one cares about the J, I think our league does not survive and cannot be successful if we don't have a strong way to onboard and engage new users.
Absolutely,
And,
completely. I mean, the
and
J runs the league as much as it just does. It's the way it is. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see who won the Littleton.
whoever wins, I think they
Oh,
absolutely deserve it.
Smith! Congratulations, Smith. You killed it with Hall of Fame. So, I
Yes,
mean, that is that. Like I said, that task was like that was horrific to take over the task of trying to settle the Hall of Fame. It's just so
right.
great.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
So kudos to Smith. All right. Next up, we have the Anton Razov playoff MVP. No, we have the first team All
Yeah.
Stars. My bad.
First, this is a first team All Star team. First, oh my God, what did I just say? First All Star team. There we go. Forward Victor Hartgraves and Oscar Scholes from San Francisco. My brain is giving out. Derek Martin from LA. Willow
Rob.
Soderbergh Snooks from San Francisco. Wide PP Happy Three. Oh, I hate his name.
Uh
From
huh.
Hamilton. And Sir Devois from the platoon. This all makes sense. Derek Martin's the only one that's a little bit of a It's not like it's a surprise, but only
I
name
think
that we
it's a
haven't.
surprise because Frenchie stinks.
Wait, is that Frenchie?
That's Frenchie's player, bud.
Oh, that's the worst. That is the
Yeah.
absolute worst. All right. Sorry, I love Frenchie, but I have to. I got to
Yes.
get my shots in when I get them.
Exactly. Yes.
All
Cool.
right.
Cool.
The Ron Mexico.
Oh no. Sorry. Different order. We're gonna go to the Ron Mexico instead first. Okay. Let me look at my notes and find. All right. We have no write-ups on the Ron Mexico. No, yes, we do. It's in the wrong place. All right. So our three finalists for the most valuable player, the Ron Mexico Trophy. First up is Victor Hargreaves. What needs to be said about Victor? Wrapping up his career best season with 59 goals, 66 assists, 125 points to lead the league. Hargreaves enters this list as one of the SHL's premier scorers. An early favorite for this year's scoring title, the Speedy Center was a force to be reckoned with as he led the Pride to a championship and made his presence known at both ends of the ice, winning 56% of his faceoffs and recording 62 takeaways in addition to his outstanding offensive game. While the entire team performed well this season, the Pride relied heavily on their top line to generate the league's best offense, and Victor's franchise record season will be remembered in San Francisco lore for a long time. That joke hurts me. Next up, we have Derek Martin, Frenchie, who put up a respectable 113 points. Really good, in fact. Not even respectable, very good for that. Standing out as your team's best player is hard for anyone, but when your competition's the reigning league MVP, that's so much harder. Chasing the greatness of Adam Perpich's S75 campaign, Martin stole the spotlight early on and never let it go, recording a team best 53 goals and dominating both power play and penalty kill minutes in LA that came just 2 points shy of the conference title. While the highest shot percentage in the league, with the hottest shot percentage in the league's top 15 goal scorers, Martin established himself as one of the league's best snipers and struck fear in the hearts of goalies everywhere. And finally, we have Jack St. Clair with 110 points. Jack's no stranger to the Mexico finalist list, having appeared as recently as last season, back with Edmonton, I believe. But his two appearances couldn't be more different. Coming off a 116-point season in S75 and leading a dominant Edmonton team, St. Clair entered 76 in a different shade of blue after a trade to the Toronto North Star. Faced with the difficult task of providing veteran leadership to a very young roster, well outside of its cup contention, he defied all expectations and put up the second best season of his career. Does his unique situation as an elite player with elite numbers on a team that fell short of the playoffs help or hurt his case for the league's most valuable player? We'll find out now, won't we?
All right, and the Ron Mexico for the most valuable player goes to Victor Hargreaves.
Congratulations, Lore.
All right, congratulations, Lore. Makes sense. Definitely, one of the best teams, one of the best players. Cool. And then we're going to the Anton Razov for the playoff MVP.
Cool. First up, we have from the Baltimore Platoon, Bo Kavanaugh. After a surprise to some decision to switch goaltenders early in the playoffs, backup goalie Bo Kavanaugh took the East by storm. The top goalie in the playoffs, Kavanaugh's performance shattered expectations and, more importantly, carried his team over the hump in key matchups. His clutch performance in Game 2 of the second round against Philadelphia held a narrow 2-1 lead in the final minutes, a game that would prove pivotal as the team's offense stalled, giving up losses in the following 3 games. With elimination at stake, Kavanaugh pitched a crucial Game 7 shutout to carry his team to the conference final. 5 shutouts over the playoff run, including his team's only win in the finals, proves he can play at his best on the biggest stage and that the best of his career is yet to come. Second up, we have offensive defensive phenom Willow Soderberg Snooks. The Challenge Cup champions relied heavily on their offense throughout the playoffs, much like their regular season performance. But it was star defenseman Soderberg Snooks who generated the Pride's puck possession dominance. Defensive play can be underrated, but it's no secret you don't win games if you don't have the puck. And Soderberg Snooks took her skills to a new level in the postseason, notching 21 takeaways in addition to being the league's top scoring defenseman. while not turning the puck over a single time until the final period in the final playoff game. That's crazy. There are great players on offense and great players on defense, but very rarely does someone so completely dominate both ends of the ice the way that Willow Soderbergh Snooks did in this championship run. And finally, we have Dominic Winters. There isn't usually glory in centering the second line, even when it's actually the first line in the lineup, or appearing on the team's second power play unit. But nobody thought to tell Dominic Winters, my original GM Alaska, leading the league with an incredible 16 goals and 39 points, Winters did it all for the Pride, refusing to let depth be a problem on this young team. In a season where the top line was expected to do the heavy lifting, Winters and the second line came out of the gates on a mission to lift the cup and feasted on opposition and mismatches, becoming the primary source of San Francisco's goals in each of their 4 playoff series. Winters wasn't content to pad his stats in blowout games, though, leading the league with 4 game-winning goals. 3 of those 4 came in the Challenge Cup final. Yeah, Alaska kicked my ass. Total respect. And this is saying that there is these graphics look funny because it's saying we have a Winnipeg finalist, but we don't.
Yeah, the graphics are a little weird. Anyways, all right, we're moving on. The Anton Razov playoff MVP is Dominic Winters, which makes sense. I mean,
Congrats, Alaska. You put up really great numbers. It's hard to argue with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, congratulations. And we got the playoff MVP. Or not, players MVP.
Yes. So this is the award voted on the players for who they think was the MVP. We have 2 faces that should be familiar from SFP, as well as Eric Bergmark from the Baltimore Platoon. There is no write-up for this.
I was going to say, yeah. So we'll just I think we've talked about all 3 of these players, and it's still
at some point we've talked about all 3.
So yeah, the Sarmard Khan, the players MVP that's voted on by the players of the SHL goes to Victor Hargreaves. So congratulations to that's Laura, right? You've said that like 7 times and I can't remember.
It is Laura, in fact.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. I believe that is the end of our award show. Congratulations to all the winners and all the nominees. It was a fantastic season. Sorry it took us this long to get the awards out, but that's just the way it is.
Yay, rock. Go teams.
Do you have anything else to say before we end the stream?
Let's go play some D&D.
Let's go play some D&D.